And now it's live. We're live.
It's alive! I'm with stupid.
Oh, no. You're with stupid. Your face is stupid. Gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
Can it?
Okay. Hold on. Let me just do this because otherwise a certain someone might be a little mad at me. What's happening? What's going on? Oh. I don't know what's going on anymore. It says I'm on YouTube, but I don't know where it is.
You look like you have a mustache.
Your face
It's
has
under
a
your
mustache.
vlog or channel. It's under your channel. It's live there.
I can't see it.
Or yeah, but it's not. If you look, you can't see it.
Oh.
It says live, so it's probably a Google Hangout thingy.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
can you
I
see it on my channel? Can you send me a link? We have no viewers yet, so it's fine to just be your failures at everything.
Make the faces we want to know and practice. Bless you. That was a girly one.
Why, thank you. Okay, 1 second. Okay, this is bad faffing, guys. Like, seriously. Hold on a second. I just need to... Look, I think we've only got, like, 1 viewer at this point anyway. You know who you are.
Let me guess. Starts with hammer, ends with Saki.
Yes.
Amateki.
Good girl.
A live stream with mangas. Densha Otoko.
I thought you were going to record this and put it on YouTube.
Yeah, me too, but that didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. So instead, we're doing it live.
Goodness gracious.
Shut up, Kapuchu. Jeez. It's such a spoil sport. Spoilers abound. Okay.
Hi, pot on kettle.
Well, on the upside, we're both black. Okay. Now, serious face, guys. Serious face. Densha Otoko. Overall, sort of, how did you feel? Like, in one word. Sum it up in one word. Even though Kapuchu is a noob who didn't finish it.
I can't
We
sound.
agreed 5 chapters.
Yeah, we did, but you have no romance in you, man. Frosty and I both, like, if we had to stop, we forced ourselves to. And, like, you're just
I
like...
must put it away.
Exactly. Like, so when I got to the 5th chapter, I was like, hold on a second, I thought I was on the 5th chapter, and it was actually the 8th chapter, because that was the time I actually decided to see what chapter I was on. And then I think I actually fell asleep last night when I was on chapter 22, and I was just like, no, must finish it, I'm right there. And then I just fell asleep, so I had to finish it today. But it was very good. Okay.
I think we're suffering from a TGS podcast syndrome, getting derailed in the span of 13 seconds.
I told
Sorry.
you were Jesse Cox. You
And
promised
who am
me
I, then?
TB.
Yeah, we need TB in the house.
Ah, God, it's hot. Should have put a fan on, but that would have fucked up my sound.
You sound like you are using the system called Autotune. I don't know much.
So, in one word, how would we describe Densha Otoko?
Goofy.
I would yeah, goofy, but I was also described as somewhat strange, unorthodox. It's not really what you're used to seeing.
But it's also based on true events. That actually happened to someone. This nerd was just like, oh my God, I met this hot chick in train. What should I do? It really happened. Of course, they didn't like use real names. As you may have noticed, like whenever they were referring to each other, they had like the code name. So
Densha Hermes.
yeah. So they used like the code name. And what I thought it was all just absolutely adorable, and that's why I couldn't stop reading.
And I couldn't stop because of the adorable factor and the goofy factor combined in one.
All in one. Just like me. Me. Wait. No, wrong way. There we go! I did it! Yeah!
Okay, if he's TB, then who are we? We are Dutcher and Jesse.
This
Or
ability
Jesse
is something I came
Grindor.
away from Denmark with. I was taught this in Denmark. And he spent like 10 minutes trying to teach it to me. He's like, no, you're doing it wrong. No, it's got to be like this. I'm just like, you mean like this?
Eh.
Oh, good grief. That was just rude, Kapuchu.
Wait, I got something for you.
Okay, we're getting derailed.
Densha Otoko. Densha Otoko. I am even pronouncing it funny. Densha Otoko. Otoko. Okay, art
Densha
styles.
Otaku.
Yeah,
Art style. Otoko. It means Densha Otoko means train man. I actually went and translated this.
Mm-hmm.
If my glasses were anywhere near me, I would do the smart ass glass thing.
Whatever the case, Densha Otoko is basically about a guy that, well, randomly meets a girl in at the train, and, well, you could say he
stumbles in a certain way.
Yeah, well, he kind of stumbled into a girl on the train, and he manages to, well, stall a drunken guy long enough for security to get there. And as a thanks, well, first of all, he gives her his contact info, and she sends a thank you gift, and everything pretty much escalates from there.
Mm-hmm.
You make it sound very kinky. Giggity. Giggity. Okay.
Alright.
So yes, that pretty much sums it up. But you forgot the key point. He consults his friends on what he should do because he's never actually had any interaction like that with a girl before.
So he seeks the help of the internet.
Yeah! The internet.
Speaking of which, what do you actually think about the fact that he first of all asks for help from random people on the internet on a message board, and also that they actually are the ones that, well, they give him serious advice? What do you think of that?
I think it's cute. I think it's such a nice thing.
It's a noble deed done by those who read his blog. Let him. At
some point, it actually reminds me a lot about the Brony fandom, because I have seen a lot of examples about people helping each other out and giving serious examples or serious advice to people.
Jordan, stop it! Sorry. Oh, for fuck's sake!
I'm sorry. That was just the last reference I would have expected. Like, yes, it reminds me of the Brony fandom. But now that you've explained it, I understand why.
Yeah.
One of the greatest examples I actually have is, well, there are two where one is personal and one where I have pretty much only heard about it. I don't know if you heard about the girl called Kiki.
Probably not.
It was a 7-year-old girl. I think it was 8 last year, and she had a brain tumor, and thanks to funding and whatnot from the Brony fandom, she was given 2 more years to live. And not only that, but, well, there were a lot of people that wrote stories and sent them to her. There were Kickstarter campaigns to raise fundings, artwork, and the likes. There were a lot of stuff actually dedicated to her just to help bring up her spirits, make her happy, and as well as try to actually cure her. November 2013, she died.
Oh, why would you tell us the story? Kapuchu, you're a dick.
Well, I do have one, but
Oh, really? Do you have...
why do you
have-
use my face as the thumbnail?
What thumbnail? What
It
you talking about?
It changes. If you refresh the page, it changes.
Give me a second.
So it depends on who's talking at the time. Wow. Okay.
It's not a machine, it's just a spare part.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Sorry, I couldn't just help myself from using it. It's from a guy we once had. He was a what do you call it? A speaker at our college. He told about how it was to be in the Stasi jail prisons. And he met a girl who said that to another guy because the other guy wanted the girl to be his girlfriend by order. Like he ordered her, be my girlfriend, and she said, I don't want spare parts. I want the real machine. And
Amazing.
hold on a minute. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I can go Smaug.
Okay, no, seriously. Enough. Densha Otoko. Artists, speak about art style.
Well,
Okay. Detailed okay.
I wouldn't actually say it's very detailed.
I can do both.
It's sort of geeky, I'd say.
It's a quickie, yeah. It's a goofy.
It's quirky. It has.
No, wait.
It has a sort of charm on its own that you. At first glance, I wouldn't say it looks very professional, but when you actually look at some of the panels where it.
Background.
No, the panels where it's actually more detailed, you can see that there's quite a lot of skill behind it. But aside from that, it doesn't really appear to be that much. Doesn't appear to be that much work behind the drawings, but it's just. Well, I guess I'll just say it makes it different of sorts.
And what I find is because of its cartoony feel to it, like great English I'm using right now. Because of like the cartoony feel and the way the story plays out, it kind of also retains like a level of innocence, I guess, which sort of plays out along with the story. Because when you think of other art styles, like I don't know if you guys have ever watched / read Nana, like that's a very sort of realistic-ish art style, as it has been described to me. Or like the Dragon Ball art style is like very obviously.
I was yawning. Shut up.
But like Dragon Ball is like of course related to children. Stop you doing that! I'm trying to talk. My point is that like the innocent aspect is sort of reinforced by how
reflected
cartoony
in
the
the
art
art
style
style.
is. That too. If you knew what I wanted to say, why didn't you just say it, Ms. Artist?
Because I didn't. I wasn't allowed to say it before. Something interrupted me. Yeah, but I'll say this shortly. In a short way. My English is bad today. Damn it. The figures, the tunes, the characters are drawn in a goofy way. I would say the cuteness factor is the way it's drawn, other than what they say or do. The style adds to the adorable factor because it's goofy lines. It's very simple lines if you think about it.
What is Google Effects?
I don't know. I was trying to figure something out, but I realized it was very obvious.
Can you be more Hinata?
Oh, so that's how it works. Okay.
Hey, okay.
Okay, so What did you think of him actually stepping up and being like, "Yo, drunk dude, backdash it, whoa."
Fucking serious.
I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it. Okay, now seriously though, with little Mr. Nerd getting up and being like, "Yo, drunk dude, back that shit up. Yo." Thank you. I'll be here all week.
You can use it
I
yourself.
think it's more an act of desperation than heroism, actually. He just. Well, he saw it get too far and he just wanted to stop, but he didn't know how else to do it but to just, well, man up and try to act tough. Look how much that helped. But. Yeah.
The best thing I think is that it wasn't like his intention to sort of get attention for it. I think
Yeah.
he really did it with noble intentions,
Yeah.
chivalrous ones.
And. What are you implying?
I wasn't anything. I just wanted to make a funny face, I swear.
Okay, seriously, quit it. Now it's getting annoying.
Oh, Mr.
See,
Grumpy
little biscuit.
Girls. Okay, Frosty, your feels on the matter?
I forgot. Okay, you were talking about his choice of action or something.
How
His
it
course
wasn't.
of action.
One
How it wasn't his
mouth.
intention to get attention for it, but just it was, well, an act of a chivalrous act. Yeah.
I think, to be honest, it was an act of chivalrism.
Chivalrism.
Instead of it's yeah, instead of doing it with somehow some kind of intention to it, but he just did it out of the act of being a noble man. I would say, but and then his choice of action led to the thing that he stumbled into her in that way, and they started talking, and he saved the other ones on the train from that drunken bastard. And then they exchanged the details and blah blah blah, and so forth.
Actually, they didn't exchange any
they-
details.
He just gave her all of his details.
Gave him.
And then he was like,
But-
"Oh my god, why did I get her as me?"
Yeah, I used the wrong way, sorry. But yeah, and then it escalated from there into a cute little fan fiction. Manga! Not fan fiction, for fuck's sake.
Well, I think in a way it kind of counts as fan fiction because it is sort of based on real events and it's kind of a spin-off.
Yeah.
There are like 3 mangas, I think, actually. Like I don't know if the other 4. I don't know if the other 3 mangas then actually follow the same story, but there is also a live-action adaptation that was done, and the ending was actually slightly different for that one.
God.
What?
I'm gonna find it.
I have bad experience when it comes to live-action movies based on mangas and animes.
I don't.
Look
I've already
at
watched the
Dragon
good
Ball.
ones.
Not me either.
Dude. No.
Dragon
No.
Dragon Ball.
No. Warner Brothers fuck everything up. That's why I'm not looking forward to Bleach. They've got the rights to the Bleach movie. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
looking
know.
forward to that.
That's why the anime stopped. I think.
Actually, no, it's because they didn't have enough viewership to continue. But they sold like the rights to it to Warner Brothers, so they still made a good buck. Can one of you talk so I'm not always in focus, please?
Do you want me to take it over? I can take
okay.
over and talk like an Indian. Or try to.
Wow, Frosty. Just wow. And of course the 3D glasses.
Oh.
It's the
Oh,
only thing I
no.
have. No, just don't. You're
Um,
looking like it now.
Shut up, Kapu. I need to sleep tonight. Gosh. No, seriously, no.
Have you ever watched The Grudge?
Oh.
And the original Japanese versions.
The Ring?
Mm-hmm. And the
Twins?
Japanese version. Never heard
Twins?
of that one.
That's a bit the scariest movie ever.
Discouraged? What?
Twins. It's a Korean story about two twin sisters. And it's supposed to be
Really?
scary
I
as
thought there were
fuck.
4 of them.
Twin sisters. I never said if they were boys or girls.
Yeah, but you said there were it was about 2 twin sisters.
Ba-dum-tsh.
I'm such a dick. Okay, Densha Otoko, guys, focus. I know this program is called Google Hangout, but right now we're talking about something specific, not just randomly hanging out. Okay. Okay,
Look at this.
what did you think about what she sent him to thank him?
Good one. I don't know. I have mixed emotions. Could be better, could be worse. But
I think it has a hidden meaning to it. As in, she sent 2 cups to him. Why 2? Why not 3 or 4?
Or 4. I know, right? It's symbolic in itself. It's like,
the
invite me over for
hidden,
tea sometime.
the hidden meaning.
But I think it's basically just a hidden message that I actually wanna drink
No,
tea
you-
with you, or I go out with you, or interested in you, something like that.
The way you hesitate are just like, I actually wanna, you know. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Okay, I completely agree with you. What did you think about like the various personalities that they would show us in the panels as the other foreign
Oh,
authors?
that was a brilliant move.
I know,
I-
right?
There's this dude with the glasses and the one with the bandana thing. He's the comical part, I would say.
Oh.
And then there's the couple with the short-haired woman with the big lips and the guy with the big nose and blonde
Do you
hair.
know how happy I was when he actually started talking as well on the phone? I was like, yes! Everyone's getting involved. It was amazing. And here's where Kapuchu gets lost, because he's like, that happened?
We read all the manga. We know what happens. Okay.
I
So-
got far enough to actually read that, and yes, I actually liked that part of it. It was something that was just, well, why is your picture up there, not mine? That's weird.
What?
Well, I think it adds somewhat of another layer of depth to the manga that.
To be honest.
Hello.
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 Just froze.
It adds more feel of connection between everyone on the forum and unity.
I also
of
think
the community.
it also keeps it from feeling stale. So to speak.
It keeps it more
Had it all-
interesting and fun.
Yeah.
Not boring
Had it-
and the same circle all the time, just going all around different places.
Had it only been him, he would have just sat there, writing, going over to his mobile phone, going back, writing some more, reading what they reply with, and
Go to work.
it would quite frankly become boring. But we see what happens on the other side of the connection. It's, well, it makes it more entertaining. It makes us see what kind of people he's actually talking to, introduce new characters. That may actually become significant later on.
Did you guys enjoy the fact that As the story progressed, more and more people came onto the message board.
All kinds of people came in, young and
Like a
old
mob.
couples, and all kinds of people. And there's this elderly man with this mustache going like this. And when he just went, the best part from his side would be, I sat here for 14 hours, I've been here first. God!
I think my favorite part of it all is when we see the internet people for the very first time. Is that guy? I think it is. He's the one that's spitting coffee at the screen when he hears what type of cups it is.
Oh my goodness, that one was funny.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I don't want to do it right now. Like, I don't think my laptop would be able to take it.
Or your microphone, for that matter.
Oh, this is just Google the brand, and it's fairly exclusive. Luxurious. Yes, I'll show you a bit.
So that's why they make such a big deal out of it.
Yeah, it's literally, I can sum it up in 2 words: luxury leather. They make gorgeous leather bags. And of accessories and stuff. Shoes, I think too. Yeah, they probably make a bit of this and that.
Num. And forgot what I was gonna say now.
Yeah.
How about one of you bring something up? Jeez.
You're the one hosting it.
That's no excuse. You're just bland.
You're supposed to be told Biscuit, the guy who got it under control.
No, you said I was just the one that derailed
right now, that would be amazing.
No, he would shout at us. He would literally shout at us.
Or he would just mute you. He would. That's what he'd do. He wouldn't shout.
And we would be like this. Hello.
We have terrible recording software. Seriously.
Yeah,
your
but
face is terrible software.
Mine?
Oh, Kapuchu's.
I look pastry.
Pastry? You look pastry. Well, you are a Danish.
Not completely.
Still, it's Danish enough, and Kapuchu's just saying it like.
I am 1/16 Berliner as well.
Berliner? What's Berliner?
German.
It's some kind of bread thingy.
As we eat or in race breeding?
No. The bread thing. The bread belly.
Oh, okay.
You're 1/16th bread!
Oh, god dang it. Deep breaths.
In my brain places when he said the word bread, it's just like it was like in a cartoon when they're hallucinating. I hallucinated that Kapuchu's head just like turned into a loaf of bread. It was just like boom.
What the fuck?
His face is so funny to me. Okay, so Frosty, since you're the only one aside from you who actually read the
Glass
ending,
Swan is not amused.
Psyduck is. Psy!
This one's about to shoot some ass.
Oh God, seriously.
If I wanted to, I could paint this one black and white. I got Slenderman with me.
Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Seriously, we're derailing this way too hard.
You two are. I'm trying so hard to stick to the topic, and you guys are just like, hey, look at this. It'll make you laugh.
Yeah, well, you're easy to make laugh. Oh God. Seriously, it froze and your face just looked like this.
That's fantastic. Frosty, okay, stop that. Seriously, Densha Otoko. Densha Otoko. What did you think of the ending, Frosty?
Me gusta. I like. It was so sweet and simple.
Can I
You get
Kapuchu?
this. You get this. I'm gonna. The ending feels like it's just the beginning in a sense. Like that's why he's gonna start telling what happened. But it's like the end of a beginning. Like when I remember the last chapter, I was like the cat. I showed you like, no way. That is a good trick to use on somebody. I felt like there would be more to come, but in the end, that was the end. I felt so disappointed.
Really? I thought that was the middle.
I
sorry,
felt like
I'm
it was
just
about to
confused.
begin like a good proper what will happen from now on. Ish,
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah. And Kapuchu's just sitting there like,
What are they talking about?
just
I
like,
know the feeling well.
Kapuchu, did you get to see their first dinner date?
Nope.
You didn't?
No. Just before that, I stopped.
I like how at the end, she kind of like expressed to him her feels at the times, like how she didn't think it would lead to anything and that she just would send him the cups and that was it. And when he asked her to dinner, she thought it would just be like a one-time thing and that would be it. And then she ended up having so much fun with him, and he was really bad at reading all her hints.
Because he's the guy who lives. He's the otaku guy, and if you know the typical otaku guy, computer.
Yes,
And
Kapuchu. Oh. Frosty!
Yeah.
What are you saying? Less gappage, more speakage. I feel right now.
By hints, you mean her hints towards actually being interested in it, or her hints towards thinking that would only become a one-time thing?
Like,
Interest.
for example, when they were at dinner the first time, she would say things to him like, oh, I never get to go out to very many restaurants anymore since my best friend got married or got a boyfriend. I've got a boyfriend. Always got a boyfriend. So, like, the fact she was kind of sharing that and the expression that she was drawn with showed that she was hinting, when do you take me to dinner?
Yeah, I can actually see that. It's pretty freaking blunt hint.
It's kind of open and obvious, so.
That's to use a Danish expression, et vink min vognstang.
En vik min vognstang.
Ja.
Vognstang.
Rød med fløde.
Oh, almost.
Grød med fløde.
Rødglød.
Grød
med fløde.
Rødglød med fløde.
Rød med fløde.
Fløde. So, should we get into details? Or what should we do now?
You begin. Begin, Frosty. Your idea, you begin.
Let's take the hints and pick them apart one by one. Ugh.
Dating advice.
That's just...
Kapuchu, pay attention.
I am.
Pebble.
Pimple?
You should.
Oh. Yeah, man.
Mine is just grey and sparkly.
Are you just like looking for the hints? Are you just like going page by page?
I'm trying to find one.
I think there was one on the second date, maybe the third date.
I feel like she is giving hints at whenever they meet and talk or something. Even when they're at her house, to be honest. There's a small few hidden hints. What?
The look on Kapuchu's face when you were like, when they were at her house, he was like... Oh my goodness.
But there's if you read between the lines and you study it all.
How can you read between the lines when it's text bubbles? Just saying.
No, but if you think about it, she is always giving hints whether it's a visible, obvious one or it's just a hidden one. She's always, even her facial expressions. If you think about that too, like I don't know when at her house with the dog when he it says something with that he likes you. She said that to him about the dog, but then she repeats herself but stops herself again, and her eyes a bit like, oh, ish.
No, that was him talking. I
Was
think.
it?
Yeah.
I think it was her,
Because
but something.
if you translated the actual happening into Japanese, it would have been he would have just said the word ski, which essentially means I like you or I love you or just like essentially.
Yeah.
But so because he said it with all that tension in the air kind of deal, it was kind of like a moment of awkwardness for him because he was like, oh, what if she took that as a confession? I mean the dog. I like the dog. Yeah, I like the dog.
Yeah, but something like that. But she does something like that too when he is still at her place. Something
Really?
like that. Yeah, I think she did something like that. But her facial expressions tells it all.
I like how they show like when she is being super positive and like she's got that like musical note in her speech bubbles.
Yeah.
Ba-ding.
Yeah, she's super happy.
I bet she is.
Happy on what people will think.
Kapuchu! You look like you want to say something.
Nope.
They're just like, how much longer do I have to sit here for this? Okay. Alright. There was another hint sort of thing. Remember when, oh my gosh, do you remember on the third date when he was riding on the train with her home? And then
he followed her home.
No. And then like he was like, "Hey, do you want me to walk you home?" And she was like, "No, it's okay. I'll be fine." And then she like gets off the train and she pulls him out. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, so cute. That's so cute.
Let me guess. She kissed him or something.
No, that doesn't happen until like right at the end.
So it happens at the very least.
Eventually, yes.
Good.
Thank God.
The whole story builds up to it.
It builds up so good. It's just like you know the meme where it's just like, now kiss. I was like that 3 times. I was like, now kiss. And it was like when he'd finished walking her home, like when they'd gotten to her front door, it was like she was waiting for him to kiss her goodnight, you know? But he didn't.
The tension.
It was like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
No, kiss.
And he doesn't. Like,
I literally did this when I saw it. When he didn't kiss.
I know, me too. I was like, no, what are you doing this?
Why?
I know. Okay.
Isn't that a set one? No.
We've been at this for almost 1.5 hours already.
Well, to be fair, we did spend the first 14 minutes trying to get this to work.
So what? We've been at it for 1.5 hours.
Oh, is it your bedtime, you old man? Is it time for you to go sleep?
Are you sure it isn't past your bedtime?
Oh, snap. I'm a rebel. I don't have a bedtime.
Me either.
Well, Frosty, you are the youngest one here, so if we voted, you would have a bedtime. Based on majority ruling.
And I'm just looking at the thumbnail now, and it's Frosty going like this.
It's so small.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Okay, great.
So small now. I'm gonna try and see. Yeah.
Do we even have any more to talk about Densha Otoko? I
Then-
honestly can't come up with anything.
Well, to be fair, you did only
Well,
read
you
5
didn't read.
chapters, so that's not surprising.
Yeah.
But okay, one last thing. Frosty, what did you think about her reaction when he showed her the whole thread? Did you think it was realistic, or
I wouldn't say it's completely unrealistic. It could happen, but there are possibilities that a woman or a man, in that case, would be like, "What the fuck? I was supposed it was to be," you know, just lost for words like I am. Just
now how?
you can't. You,
Never mind. Speak. Furball.
I would say that her reaction is 50-50. Some could react the same way she did. Some would be like completely opposite. Like, why the hell did you show that to him? What the fuck? Why?
What about
Why?
you?
I wouldn't.
What is her reaction to the friend, actually?
She's like,
Positive.
"Oh,
She's-
that's really sweet. All these people are so nice." Essentially,
So
that kind of
noble.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say it is somewhat realistic, but I would think that a more realistic response or reaction to it would have been, okay, so this is a bit strange, but, well, I think it's okay.
That was more like her. But she did say, "Oh, they're such nice people."
Yeah.
Well, if that is pretty much how her response was, then yes, I would say that it is realistic.
Okay,
Because at least I think that's how I would have reacted to it.
now. And Frosty, how would you have reacted?
I would be like, what the heck? A bit, teeny bit suspicious.
Jordan,
Even though you
can
know
I
it's
Or weirded out.
Yes.
Or weirded
Yes.
out like,
Jordan,
But-
can I say something completely off topic?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a moment ago where you, the cord you have, you, pulled the taut like this, and it looked as if you were about to say "prepare your body" or something.
Prepare your anus.
Yeah, something like that.
oh, the thumbnail has changed, and you, Jordan, holding the dog like this.
Let's see.
It changed.
Okay, well, I think with all of that
What-
said, my personal reaction would have probably been like hers, but like, because I'm naturally such a positive, happy, sort of hopeless romantic kind of person, I'd just be like, "Oh my god, that's so sweet." What was
You
that?
are happy-go-lucky.
Your face is happy-go-lucky. Yes.
We face this competition.
I think of you just like,
It's just
"You're all stupid. Why am I with
Little
you
biscuit.
stupid retards?" But at the same time, he's
just
just bad
gonna
and
think away.
pissy. Okay. Our next manga, Koimoku. Any objections?
No.
Okay. So next Friday, at the same time, 7:30. Is that okay?
Sure, I suppose.
Hi.
All of Koimoku. All of it. All 20 chapters. And I will accept no excuses from you, Kapuchu, especially
I
since
have
you've read it
already
before.
read it, so
Well, reread it so it can refresh your mind. Oh my gosh. Just reread it.
if I have to refresh, don't I just have to click F5?
We don't live in the universe of Ghost in the Shell. Your consciousness is not uploaded into your cyber brain. So no, that doesn't work like that.
I have never heard of that before.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes.
Ghost in the Shell is so amazing! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Ah, it's so amazing! How can you have never heard of it before? Oh my god! Ah. Who hurt you?
What the f...
What is that?
Epic book.
Shadow fell.
Talking about...
Ooh, by Juliet Maria. Is it good? Is it like really good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's
What's
a new
that?
book.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well, I got one. I got a book. I got a book too. Boom.
I got the second one too.
Wait a minute.
What's
Yeah,
that?
man. Yeah, man. The first
Yeah,
book in the trilogy about the Sundering.
I've read all three, so fuck you.
I've read all 3. Well, I own 2 of them. And more books. I own like a total of 8 books now.
Speaking of which,
I have that!
fun. Speaking of which,
Just
the hell was his name? Broxigar Sourfang. Freaking badass.
I know, right? Okay,
Phantom
now...
of the Opera. That is so overdone. The biggest cliche in the history of ever.
Well,
this is the
considering
original one.
Yeah. Wait, now hold on a second. What year was that first published?
This one?
Yeah.
Ah, wait.
I highly doubt that is the original.
Not the original, but the original writing translated to English.
Then it isn't the original.
No, I know. So
I know. It is the original translation to English.
Yeesh. Oh, come on.
Kapuchu, you look like you're a little bit stoned.
He is.
Sedex.
Published by
everywhere.
Vintage 2012.
It doesn't help.
Wasn't supposed to help.
It was.
Well,
Okay, guys, it's enough. We're done. We finished. We're reading Koimoku next. All 20 chapters. Next
Okay.
week Friday at Hoppo 7.
Hey,
Normal European time.
Job,
I know in
I have-
Denmark it's Hoppo 7. What?
no, actually, that can wait till after the podcast.
Podcast. If I can figure out if I can release this on iTunes.
Oh god. The reviews are going to be like, oh my god, you all suck.
Oh my god. What's
Why
wrong
did
with
you ever
people?
set foot in the surf? You suck, blah blah blah. Rage, rave.
Okay.
Why is that
okay.
guy wearing 3D glasses? That kind of stuff.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Say bye. Say bye-bye, peoples.
Bye,
Salut.
man.